the recent U.S. Supreme Court decision to overturn Roe versus Wade deprive women of their right of their body, and the excuse of the Supreme Court right-wing justices is that abortion is not part of the U.S. Constitution and is not federal requirement. The problem is that women should own their body, and no state should tell them when they should continue pregnancy. In many cases, it is abhorrent for a woman to continue pregnancy, such as rape, if she's child and get pregnant, incest, and many other crimes against women, and women shouldn't be obliged to continue pregnancy. So the problem is that it's very hard to change the U.S. Constitution or add new right for women, for example, and it's very hard to have amendment. So the problem is that there should be changing of the rules of changing the amendment. The rules of changing amendment is ridiculous and impossible in our current time. Only a few times in history there was some amendment, such as the Bill of Rights, Amendment 1 to 10 and 27, the 13th Amendment for prohibiting slavery, 17th Amendment for direct elections of senators, the 19th Amendment for granting women the right to vote. Now there should be amendment for women and protecting rights of abortion if necessary, and or for other reason of importance to the life of women. If a child has a baby, who will care of the baby if she continue carrying the baby? Who will take care of the baby after born? So it is ridiculous, the requirement for adding amendment to U.S. Constitution, and that's what I'm calling, is that there should be change of requirement of amendment. So there should be amendment of amendment, that amendment become feasible. And looking in the background, the authority to amend the Constitution of the United States is derived from Article 5 of the Constitution. An amendment may be proposed by 2/3 vote of both houses of Congress, impossible to do that, or if 2/3 of the states request one, very hard, by a convention called for that purpose. So this convention will be total impossibility and ridiculous. An amendment must then be ratified by 3/4 of the state legislators. This is making impossible for any amendment, or 3/4 of convention called in each state for ratification. This is impossible. Changing the article of the Constitution is impossible in current time or even previous time. There should be change of the amendment requirement. So this is what I'm calling for, and there should be amendment granting women right for reproductive of her own body, and give her right to control her abdomen or the eggs in her body, and determine her life and no state or federal government should interfere in her reproductive rights, and this is what I'm called. There should be change of requirement of amendments, and after that there should be amendment giving women right of their womb.